West Tigers fans, how are we all feeling after the crazy grudge-filled news that, came with the NRL today? They called it mouth-watering around the new draw from round one. We just happened to pick the short straw again. In fact, we didn't pick anything. Like, they picked it for us, AI picked it for us, and we... So many thoughts, so many opinions that we're going to be breaking down today. I'm going to do my best to keep it G for Jackson and Harper that are watching the young guns over in the UK. But overall, man, I'm going to give you guys my true thoughts, how this affects us, but also maybe is there a silver lining and what is that? But before we break down this video, my name is Geordie, a diehard West Tigers fan who lives and breathes all things black, orange, and white. And if you love the Tigers and like hard as much as I do, smash that like and subscribe button. It really does help me and the YouTube algorithm out a ton. So Isaac Issa from Zero Tackle has wrote this great article on the round one draw that we're going to be breaking down today. And if you don't know, Isaac is also a good friend of the show. We're going to have him on here in the next week or two. I've had him on multiple times in the past, but we're going to be breaking this down plus some other things. So if you have questions for him, let me know in the comments below. But also today is all about just round one draw and our honest thoughts. And if you didn't know, we pulled the buy round one, and I don't like that. Honestly, I think it's so stupid. The fact that they made the draw out of AI. Who's just sitting there and was like, oh, the West Tigers buy? Oh, okay, whatever, approve. Like, it's so stupid to me because in 2024, we started off with the round one bye as well, and we all saw how that season went. And now I'm not going to say that this is going to derail our season. This is just a small piece of the overall puzzle, right? But at the same time, man, like... 2 times in 3 years is stupid. Like, that is just not acceptable in my opinion. So NRL, you guys got to get your crap together because that is seriously just, it's honestly unfair and we need to be better at this stuff. So the NRL has officially unveiled the round one draw, delivering a blockbuster start filled with rivalries, revenge, and hype. For the first time, the league has used AI tech to build the draw, creating a round one schedule that reads like a promoter's dream. Now, I understand, AI is the future, all of that. But at what point where does common sense come into play, right? I'm all for using AI. I use it every day with my job. I use it on this channel as well for certain things. And so I know the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and that is, hey, we have control over everything. Like, they can spit out something, AI does, but we can tweak, we can add, we can get rid of. And I'm just really confused on where the person that was, typing, hey, write out a draw, here are the teams that we have, here's how many times they're going to verse each other, blah, 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 and then it spat out West Tigers by round one. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, that, I don't want to say, I don't want to create rumors or controversy, but that almost seems like a hit at us, and I hate that. And I hate that that's just the way that we're thinking. Like, I'm seeing it all over social media right now, and so just really, really bummed about that. But overall, man, like, the rest of the games that are happening are going to be some big games, man. Like, we got Storm versus Eels. That's going to be the big one, and that's going to be Thursday night. And then we got Friday night Warriors versus Roosters, man. We got Daly Cherry Evans' first game with the Roosters. That is going to be huge. I'm definitely going to be watching that up against a really hungry and tough side, and that's the New Zealand Warriors. Friday night, we do have the Broncos and the Panthers, man. We're talking revenge games. We're talking premiership winning games right here. These are top elite, top tier teams, man. Like, these are the guys that you want versing each other right off the bat. This is going to kind of set the tone of where people are at, where they're headed, right? Sharks versus Titans is going to be a big one. We have rookie coach Josh Hannay. He's going to be returning to Shark Park. I'm super excited for that one. Saturday night is going to be the Sea Eagles versus the Raiders. Going to be a huge game. Sunday is going to be Wayne Bennett's team going up against the Dolphins. It's going to be absolutely huge. It's going to be a huge game. That's all I can say about that. And then obviously West Tigers are going up against no one. We have our first round bye, which obviously, like I said, will mark their second in 3 years. And that honestly is just... Man, it's like, he's summed it up perfectly. If the goal was to create drama, balance, and broadcast appeal, it looks like AI just passed its first NRL test. And honestly, that was probably in the bloody prompt. It was like, oh, and with all of this, make sure it creates controversy, make sure it creates drama, make sure it gets everyone like fired up, especially the West Tigers, right? But hey, I'm not going to get into that too much. My honest thoughts are, yes, it sucks. It really does suck. I'm fuming. Like I said, some choice words that I want to have, but I'm not going to because at the same time, we can use this, right? We can use this adversity to be better. We can use this adversity to prepare for our next game. Like, we have the Sharks and the Titans going up against each other. We have the Eagles and the Raiders. We have the Dolphins, the Rabbitohs. We have the Warriors, the Roosters, the Broncos, Panthers, blah, blah, blah. Why this should be our time that we are absolutely infatuated with just studying this team, man. Like, studying the teams, studying their game plan. We should be sitting in that film room, getting massages, eating good food, getting physiotherapy, things like that, preparing for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should be a preparation week for war. Like, that's what this is going to be. That's what this whole season is going to be. It's going to be war, man. Like, nothing's going to come easy. We're going to have a lot of adversity thrown at us, controllable, uncontrollable, like we saw last year. That is just how the cookie crumbles, right? And so with that, we got to make sure we're on our A game. My bad. And so with that, like, we got to be watching film. We got to be writing down our plays. We got to be training extra freaking hard at training, extra training sessions if we can. Like, we got to be doing things as a group, building that chemistry. Like, these are the things that behind the scenes people don't see, but I know, like, I film documentaries as well for a living, and I've done a few sports documentaries that are out there, and I see the behind the scenes things that happen, and that builds chemistry, it builds success, and it builds identity. And if we can't get those things done behind the scenes, we can't expect wins. So although this is a really annoying, really frustrating situation that we're in, especially for the second time in 3 years, we've got to look at how do we take this adversity, how do we take this frustration and turn it into something for good. And I believe that if we prepare right, and that if we come at it with an open mind of, okay, hey, that's all right, we get an extra week to prepare, an extra week to be better, an extra week for the young guns to really show what their potential is, and an extra week to study the other teams. What are some of the plays that they're running? What are some of the defense tactics that they're running? What are some of the players that are coming in and out on the interchanges? Like, watching with like a kind of like a magnifying glass of every little thing that's happening. And I know Benji's going to be doing that, and I know the coach is going to be doing that with him, and the players need to be doing that as well. And I think my biggest word for the fans, for you guys, man, is like, let this feeling be turned into something great. Let this feeling kind of turn into something as like hunger and as passion for our team, knowing that we will overcome this. We will go out. We will freaking fight with our hair on fire, and that we will really take the bull by the horns and actually come away with a solid win in round 2, whoever that may be. But I'm so bloody pumped to see how this all unfolds this year using AI with the draw and what that's all going to look like. All I hope and pray is that we get more Leichhardt games, and I really do believe that if we can get more Leichhardt games, we'll see a lot more wins. We just seem to play better there. Same thing with Campbelltown. I think if we get Campbelltown games, I want to see the Campbelltown curse broke. I don't want to hear that crap no more. I'm so over it, and I just believe this year is going to be a year of difference. It's going to be a year of war, a year of trend set. And what I mean by that is it's time to be done with the old West Tigers. It's time to be done with all like the Campbelltown curse and all of that stuff, and it's time to make new trends. It's time to set new rhythms and new amazing things that we can believe in as Tigers fans, man. I know I've kind of gone on a tangent. This was not planned at all for this video, but I'm just that passionate about this. And just so you guys know, I am feeling the same feelings that you are, but at the same time, man, I had to sit back and be like, all right, is it gonna change? No, we can't control the uncontrollable, right? But at the same time, can I be fired up? Absolutely. But I think we got to use that fire as fuel and passion for our team. We got to rally the boys, rally the troops, you know what I'm saying? And with that, like, make sure you're running up their comments on their posts. Make sure you're doing memberships. Make sure you're watching any West Tigers video content, whether it's from me, whether it's from West Tigers Live Podcast, all of those guys out there, Claws Out Podcast, all that. Make sure you're running up as much West Tigers stuff as you can, supporting the greatest club in the world. So with that, Tigers fans, how are you feeling? Be truthful with me, man. Like, in the comments, how are you feeling about the round 1 draw? And like I said, I am pretty bloody upset about it, but I'm choosing to look at the silver lining, look at the great things that could come from this. This is just a small piece of the bigger picture. And I feel like once we get a hold of that, and I know the boys are already getting a hold of that, things are going to be great. We're going to look back and be like, remember when we had round 1 bye? Yeah, did nothing for us, honestly. We freaking came out guns blazing, we destroyed everyone. It's going to be bloody great. So Tigers fans, let me know your thoughts. Smash that like button, and most of all, up the bloody Tigers. You take care of yourself. Tell them, mate, you love them, that they're worth it. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.